So our first question of the day is, would you pick up a hitchhiker?
It depends a lot on what kind of hitchhiker it is. Like, I don't think I'd trust somebody who was wearing like a really heavy coat in the middle of the summer. And like, if they were wearing a coat, I'd probably just turn the heat up and maybe tell them to put it in the trunk or something in case they keep a knife in there or something. Because like, I'm sure that a lot of it is exaggeration, but you can't be too careful.
Hello folks, my name's Daniel and I'm here with...
Nafili?
Would you ever pick up a hitchhiker?
More than likely not.
Why is that?
You just never know what it is that they're trying to do, especially as a female alone. Maybe if I were in a group, driving with a group of people, I guess if they weren't going too far or just needed to be dropped off somewhere, it would be a little safer, but certainly not alone, like driving alone.
Hello folks, do you know what an urban legend is? An urban legend is a story that's been carried down through generations depending on the cultures, some facts, some not facts. The point here is, do you know about the missing hitchhiker or the phantom hitchhiker? Our story begins with the walking hitchhiker.
Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Since you're here, let's talk about some history. Vanishing hitchhiker. Okay, horseback riders. Coaches, wagons, they were picking up strangers. This is a long time ago. The story evolves with the mode of transportation. It's known in North America, but also known abroad. Possibly coming from Europe. These stories began to be passed down when peoples and wagons and coaches were picking up strangers, and they were vanishing. Strangers. The first documented appearance was in the New Testament with Apostle Philip. He was picked up by a chariot driver, and after he baptized the chariot driver, he vanished. Then the automobile was incorporated in the 1930s during the Great Depression. Coincidence? I think not. The next written appearance happens after Pearl Harbor in the 1940s, which began to contain a man and woman in the same story. Solidified that lore. Another coincidence? I think not. You can see some parallels within these folklores that change over time. This one sends a message. What that message is, I'll leave for you to find out.
Do you believe that a hitchhiker could vanish?
I guess they could. I still feel like more than likely you could find a logical explanation for why they disappeared. Like, they probably just physically left. I don't know. I guess it's never happened to me, obviously, so.
Gotcha. Do you believe that a hitchhiker could vanish?
Just like completely leaving no trace, or like open up a door and roll out?
Completely without a single trace.
I wouldn't rule it out. I don't think it's the kind of thing that happens very often, but I would say I believe in the supernatural.
Good point. What do you think the purpose of the vanishing hitchhiker is?
Well, if it's just a vanishing hitchhiker, that probably doesn't make a very good campfire story. But I would say that maybe it's the idea that even if you are alone if you are alone in your car, as the people who pick up hitchhikers tend to be, that there is still the possibility of another presence that you don't understand. So it might be sort of an alteration of the supernatural, maybe not supernatural, but the persistent human idea of a persistent watcher.
Yeah. What's the purpose of someone vanishing, being a hitchhiker? What do you think the main purpose of that is?
Maybe to make you think about why it is that they vanish. Maybe like they could have fallen into, unfortunate circumstances at the hands of the person who picked them up. Or they might have vanished just from exposure, like if they're on the road the whole time and they never get picked up and they never find help either. So.
Let me guess. You picked up my daughter, didn't you?
Yeah, probably.
Where is she now?
I was hoping here.
You know, she died 12 years ago in a car accident. And you're not the first person to have experienced this. Would you like to come in for some coffee?
I think I'm good.
Okay, have a good night. Bye-bye.
The story of the phantom hitchhiker, or the vanishing hitchhiker, has taught us a very important story as it travels through countries, areas, and cultures. This crazy, demonic, possessive, controlling, diabolic story of vanishing people because they were being picked up. In other words, do not pick up a hitchhiker. Leave that for someone else.
Spooky, I guess. It's the kind of thing you swear and laugh.
All right.
That's the women's.
When you try your best but you don't succeed,